We're going to be painting a fun girl power canvas today, and I'm going to talk you through everything step by step. So we're using our Brush and Bubbles art kit for this, and I'm going to be using the paint palette, the paints, and also the 2 brushes that come within the paint palette. I've also got canvas here. This is an 8x10 size canvas, but you can use a card or any size canvas that you like. So over here I have my 2 paintbrushes set up. I've got a medium one and a smaller pointy one, a pencil which I'll be using to draw in my heart shape. I've also got a kitchen towel to dab my paintbrushes on, a cup of water, my paint palette, and then my acrylic paints. And I have a whole array of different paint colours here, but you can use any colours and shades that you wish for your own painting. I'm going to start with some white paint in my palette, quite a lot of white paint, and then I'm adding this violet colour, which is a deep purple, and then this magenta, which is a pink colour. I'm then going to be adding some primary red and some black paint. If you don't want to use the black, you can also use a black felt tip or any other black marker that you want. So with my pencil, I'm just very lightly sketching out my heart shape, just in the middle of my canvas. I'm making sure it fits nicely within the middle. Don't worry about it being too neat or straight. We want it to have character, but I'm just very lightly pushing down. I don't want to mark the canvas too much. I'm now taking the same pencil and I'm just making another mark around the outside, just using the same shape as I already did, just to give it a border. And then with my medium paintbrush, just dipping it in the water to loosen up those bristles, I'm going to start mixing up my first colour. So I'm going to start with a lilac colour, so lots of white, little bit of my purple, mixing it up to get this nice kind of mauve shade. I'm going to be using this for my background, but you can use any colour that you want. Just adding a little bit of water just to keep the paint nice and fluid. And then I'm going to go ahead and paint the whole of the background of my canvas with this mauve lilac shade. I'm just being careful not to go over the pencil marks. I'm just being a little bit careful as I get up to them. I'm just going to cover the whole of the background in with this block colour. We're then going to give our paintbrush a good wash in the water just to prepare it for our next shade. And then moving back over to my palette, I'm going to mix up my next colour. So taking some white, adding it to a spare area of my palette, and then just going to add some pink to this. I'm just adding the pink gradually, giving it a mix, see what I come up with. I want quite a Barbie pink for this colour. And I'm going to be placing this in the middle of my heart. Again, just being careful as I get up to those lines so I don't go over them. Washing the brush again, I'm now going to move over and make up my next colour. So again, starting with my white, I'm going to be adding my primary red to this. I want quite a lot of the red, I don't want it to be too pink, but this will just give it more of a coral-like shade. And then with my other brush, just so I have a little bit more precision, I'm just picking up that colour and I'm just going to fill it in the border of my heart, just being nice and careful, just doing it gradually. Just giving my brush a little wash in the water. Now you can either use your black paint or a black marker pen. I'm going to go for my black marker pen for this. And I'm just going to outline my heart. I'm just doing this very gradually in stages. I've given the canvas time to dry in between these stages as well. And then I'm going ahead and doing the same with the inside, just marking it, just giving it a nice border, taking my time, no rush, and the paint underneath is nice and dry. So this is where we're going to start writing whatever message you want to have inside your heart. Now I've done a very ski-whiff drawing of a heart here, but the point is I want to show you whatever words you're using, you want to start with the middle of the word. It always feels a bit weird. So I'm writing girl, so I'm starting with the I and the R first, putting them in the middle, and then adding the G and the L either side, just so I can make sure it's in the middle. And then for power, I'm adding the W, which is the middle letter of that word, in the middle, and then adding the O on the left-hand side, the E on the right, and then you know that roughly your word is going to be in the middle of the heart, so you just have a little bit more precision with where you're placing your letters. So they're roughly in the middle. And I'm just going to add them onto my painting now, still using my acrylic pen. And there you have your girl power painting. If you wanted to go a bit further, you can add some glitter. I tried this out, I just added it on top of it. This is glitter paint, and then I just blended it in all over the canvas just to give it a little bit of sparkle, and when it dried it did look really amazing. I hope you all enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Bye.